Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beal, and I'm coming to you with the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 5, Episode 16, The Reunion, Part 1. First off, I want to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, it is real. It's early in the morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I just got in not too long ago. I had a really good time at church, like I said I was gonna do. And I put my black eyed peas in the crock pot. I done soaked them. I done chopped up my onions, child. I done all my stuff. I got my ham hock, my black eyed peas, and they in the crock pot because I like to cook them real slow all through the night and into the morning. Because I need my beans right. Anyway, so I was like, well, since I'm up, I might as well watch the reunion. And I did. And actually, I had a good time watching it. I don't believe I'm going to be very detailed in it because I'm kind of sleepy, but I did want to talk to you all about it, about the reunion. It first starts out with everybody coming to the venue where they are hosting the reunion. Melody comes in with her crew. Marceau, Tisha comes in, Kimmy, Maurice. Um, yeah, I think that's everybody. And Carlos, he does his rounds. He has on all red. And he goes into Kimmy and Maurice's room. They talk, they have a little chitter chatter. He goes into Letitia and Marceau's room. They have chitter chatter. You see Miss Wanda, him and Miss Wanda breaking down dancing. Both of them got on red. I guess they twins. Goes into Melody's room, and he said something to her about, I guess we're gonna do this in love. Oh, one more thing before I jump over there. Carlos asked Letitia about the infamous fight that happened, and they were the reason everything got popped off, or Miss Wanda was the reason everything got popped off. And she said no, it wasn't. It was whoever was wearing them Mr. T gold chains. I said, okay, Tisha got jokes. Okay, look at Tisha. I guess she ain't finna be scared this reunion. So that's how I knew Letitia was gonna be on some something. Anyway, so after they had a good laugh or whatever, then he goes to Melody room. He says, so we're gonna be about love this reunion. She was like, no, she going low and then she going to hell, okay? Because it's gonna be hot. And he said he must be the devil because he got on this always red. You know, they kiki it up, they laugh. And then he goes into Martell's room and he's on the phone with Sheree. Child. And he tried to whisper to Carlos, I'm on the phone with Sheree. And he's like, oh, is that Sheree? So he instantly gets the phone, talking to him, talking to Sheree, saying, oh, how you doing? She like, y'all record me talking? Because she know what be going on. You know, she in the housewives. So she know when the phone calls come, she being recorded. So she was like, you know, y'all recording me? Like, okay, I need to get ready to go. But then he started asking her questions like, you know, what do you like about Martell? She starts talking about he a family man, he fine, he funny, you know, he take care of his kids and all that stuff. Martell talking about, ooh, you might end up getting a ring. And here go Carlos like, y'all in love, y'all in love. She was like, ooh, Carlos, you being so nosy. Then she hung up. He still talking. Then he looked at the phone. Oh Lord, she done hung up. So they end up laughing about it and all that stuff. So yeah, everybody gets ready for the reunion. Um, you know me. If you don't know me, I just like what I like. I'm not no makeup girl. I just like, if it's cute to me, it's cute. It don't matter if it ain't cute to you, it's cute to me. And actually I thought everybody looked nice. You know what I'm saying? Kimmy, she serving body. You know, Maurice, he looking good in his little jacket. Look like it's kind of tight, but it's in there. But honey, Kimmy, she said, yes, ma'am, I may have the breast cancer, but this body yada yada is body yada yin. Child. And when she went over there and hugged on Carlos, Carlos was like, oh, okay. I said, Carlos, what you getting all giddy over there for? Anyway, so then you have Letitia and Marceau's back. And I thought Letitia looked cute. You know, I thought her dress was cute. It wasn't nothing spectacular. Carlos called them Diane and Barry Gordy. So I guess that's the tease they was giving. I liked her split, you know. I don't know. It was okay. I thought she looked cute. Yeah, it seemed like, I don't know. It was all right. It was cute. Um, yeah. And then Martell comes in. I thought he looked really, really nice. He looked really nice in his suit, slim fit. The suit looked real good, looked like some velvet. I don't know. Ooh, is that velvet? He looked really nice. I thought he looked nice. He hung the suit really, really well. And then you have Melody coming in. And you know what I thought about when I was looking at Melody's outfit? Because I thought she looked beautiful, head to toe, the jewelry, everything. But I was like, I got the stuff that you want. I got the things that you need. I got more than enough to make you jump to your feet. Cause I'm the queen of the. Yeah. Remember that? Whitney Houston, my bodyguard. It's my bodyguard. Remember that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway. Yeah. But I thought she looked nice. But I thought about the bodyguard, Whitney Houston. But anyway, she looked beautiful. All wrapped up in aluminum foil, looking real, real nice. So I was like, okay, Mel. To me, I think Mel got best dressed. Period. Hair, makeup, jewelry. Yeah, she did the thing. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. So everybody is sitting together, and when Carlos said Melody Cherie, Martell back there talking about, hope. You know what? Doing this whole review, this part one, Martell was sneaking in the jabs. Yep. She naive too. I ain't gonna tell it. I said, I said, Martell is really happy. I said, he is really digging in. Like, he's like the echo. You know how the Migos be like, mama, that was Martell. Yeah. Anyway, so it starts off. Carlos starts talking about everybody and everybody's business. Throughout everything, throughout all the chaos, everybody was going through. Everybody had the chance to launch their business, right? We talked about Melody's 7th Avenue. That's where she was from. And we talked about Credit One and Kimmy being the first Black title company. We talked about the INS Wine with Martell, and also talked about Bar One, Jesus. Also talked about Black with the Scots. When they talked about Black with the Scots, then they get into the whole deal about them. No, not yet. Was it yet? No, not yet. Anyway, it ain't gonna be in order no way, y'all, because I'm just going out the dome. So yeah, they talked about Black and where they've come from and all that stuff. And Carlos said, I'm very happy that everybody was doing good with their businesses. And then Melody interjected and she was just like, you know what? I said it wasn't on camera that she was happy for everybody in their business. But apparently, they didn't show it. But this year, she said she really don't care. And then as she was giving her rant about not caring about people's businesses, then Maurice jumps in and he's like, I'm happy for everybody's business. I mean, everybody has good business, so I don't understand. And she was just like, well, I don't really care. You don't really show it. And then Kimmy is just like, what is going on? Like, Melody, what is all this? What has changed? Why are you being so... I don't know. Melody was on mode tonight. She was like, I'm not playing no nonsense mode. She was just straight wanted to get down to the business. So when Kimmy had confronted her, like, what's different? What's changed? Like, why are you being so aggressive? What's going on? And she was just like, well, you did an interview. Maurice and Kimmy did an interview. And apparently Maurice said that Kimmy and Melody weren't friends. I was like, girl, all of this, you got all of that hostility because Maurice said that you and Kimmy weren't friends? And Maurice was like, yeah, y'all ain't friends like that, And then Kimmy interjected, because Kimmy tried to make stuff right. Even though she really slick agreeing with Maurice, she still tried to make it right. Like, yeah, you've said the same thing. You said we at work, and when we not at work, we really not friends like that. The Kimmy threw it up in Melody's face that she says the same thing, but just because it's coming from a different person, it hits different. And then Kimmy goes on to say, Carlos asks, so is Melody a friend to you? Then Kimmy says, well, is she my bestie? No. But do I consider her a friend for what she's done? Yes. So apparently they do chit chat, text here and there. How you doing? You good? You need some groceries? You need some food, water? She sends over little Uber Eats, stuff like that. Do they hang out? Do they go to the spa? No. So really, Kimmy looks at that. Well, yeah, we're friendly. To me, it's like they friendly, not that they friends, because they don't hang out. They don't just be chit chatting all day on the phone. They just, you need something. All right, girl, I got you. It ain't nothing, you know? So I think they're more friendly than friends. But Kimmy said friends, but maybe Maurice is like friendly. So that's how I look at it. Yeah. And then Kimmy said when social media gets into it, they try to pit everybody against each other. Because Melanie says all the time that she's not friends with nobody on this show like that. So when somebody else said, then it hits different. But I was just like, Melody, so you mad at that? I don't even think that's a reason for her to be mad like that. But anyway, so after they got that whole situation diffused, then it goes back over to the Scotts. So the Carlos asked a question about their house. Like, what is going on with that house? It's kind of like charade, Never Land and all that stuff. And so, they were laughing about it. Everybody got a good kiki. And Marceau was just like, we supposed to be, I guess, busting open bricks, whatever that means. I don't build stuff. So I guess they doing groundwork for the bricks, busting open bricks so they can start more of the process. I've seen their journey kind of on Instagram and they look like they're making some progress. Maybe it's not as fast, but Letitia said, well, once it's here, it's going to be a sight to see. So I guess it's taking time. And then Carlos brings up something about a lawsuit that they have going on. I was seeing around the internet streets that they had this lawsuit. And Marceau was just like, well, yeah, I had just got a $5 million deal, but it was right on the brink of COVID. Everything happened, the world shut down. And in the midst of him with that, he was actually doing he was doing black and building up hotels and apartments or something to that effect. And everything wasn't going as planned and this lawsuit hit. He said he was really kind of messed up about it because before they could really get it right, the lawsuit hit, then it hit social media. And so Letitia brings up the fact, oh, and yeah, he was really sad about it. That's why he went to Africa. I'm like, Tisha, sometimes you just need to shut up. You introduce things that don't need to be introduced. Because it's almost like when she opens up her mouth, she opens up the door for people to target her and ask her all these questions that apparently she's not all the way ready for. So I'm just like, Letitia, okay. So while she's talking about Africa, Carlos like, Africa? So, Kimmy, would you let your man go? Nope. Kimmy automatic, nope. And then Martell, he's just like, oh, yeah. So he had to get away to go to Africa? So Africa? So he had to get away. And then Letitia says, oh, he's not going to the gym. So I'm like, oh, okay. Letitia got a little 1-2 quick kickback as Martell was trying to throw his little shade. Like, he pretty much, it was like, he going to Africa the same way I was going to the gym. Okay, touche. So they hit on that. And then the whole subject of cheating comes. Cheating, pumpkin eater. Is it the same thing? Anyway, so they get to talking about all this cheating. And I'm just going to kind of sum this up a lot because to me, it went too long and also Carlos was really going at Letitia. He was really, really, really going at Letitia because he was like, so have you ever had any doubt that he was cheating? She said, no doubt. So, the rumors that are going around and you don't believe any of them. And she said, well, I don't have any hard evidence. As most people have said, I don't have any hard evidence. I'm just not going to leave my husband because of rumors. And then they bring up Melody, right? So Melody, Tisha said that Melody is the reason why the rumors first started in the first place, right? So if the rumors first started because Melody knew somebody, apparently a friend, and Melody knew a friend that that knew them, Marcel and Letitia. And apparently that friend that Melody knew was cheating with Marceau, right? Now this was before the show had aired. And Melody was trying to get the girl to come on the show. That's the girl that Letitia said that Melody paid $5,000. Letitia said that the girl reached out to her. Letitia said she got all the receipts, all this stuff. The girl was apologetic. She said Melody tried to pay her all this money, right? Melody said Carlos talked to the girl. Carlos said he don't remember talking to the girl, right? She was like, yes, you did. You talked to the girl. Carlos said, I don't. Child, it's just so many. You did this. No, I didn't do this. You did this. No, I didn't do this. But apparently there was a girl. And then also with there being a girl, so Melody tries to explain herself about the whole girl. Marceau interjects and was like, so what do you mean you was going to have this girl come on the show? Because Melody was trying to say that there was a girl's trip. She wanted the girl to come on the show so she can say what she know or what she don't know about Marceau. Marceau's question was like, so if you didn't set this up, how do you know what the girl was going to say? And Melody said that the girl talked to production. And also about the whole payment thing, Melody said, I can't give you no money, but production probably can give you some money. So it's almost like Melody is lying. It's almost like Melody did set the girl up to come on the show to go against Letitia and Marceau. Really, because Melody admitted it too. Like, she set the whole thing up. And Letitia and Marceau says that because they said that if they know anything about the Holtz, they wouldn't tell anybody. They said that the Holtz are the ones that go low. If they know anything about if anybody was cheating, they would bring it to the forefront. And Letitia said, look at how they act on social media. Anytime that they're going back and forth, they put out their business on social media. So you don't think that if they knew anything, any names, receipts, people, and all this stuff, that they wouldn't put these people on social media? So Carlos is just like, so Letitia, if Marceau cheated on you, would you leave him? If you had hardcore proof evidence, would you leave him? She said, most likely I would. She said she gonna have to sit up and talk to her husband, have a whole conversation, get this, and that, and that. But she said most likely I would, because Carlos brought up the whole thing about his back. She said that wasn't even his back. So yeah, point blank period. Letitia is not leaving Marceau unless she has hardcore proof. Do I believe that Marceau cheated on Letitia? I believe that there was something there. Because later on in the episode, she said it was a naked picture in Marceau's phone. So that right there, to me, yeah, he was out there doing something. If the women ain't came up, the 20 women that Martell said, and Martell even said, because Carlos asked Martell, so were the 20 women's true? Martell said, well, it may not be all 20. So was it one? Letitia said, yeah, I'm the one. And then Martell said, good answer. But was any other one outside of Letitia? Martell said he ain't answering them questions. Melody, do you know for a fact that Marceau cheated on Letitia? Melody said yes. That's when the whole girl situation popped up. So I'm just like, what are we doing here? I mean, is this whole thing trying to show that Marceau was cheating? I mean, I just feel like this was kind of too much, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody got no proof. And like they said, if Melody was trying to get a whole girl to come on the show to expose this, and the girl said, Melody put me up to it. Melody said she's going to pay me $5,000. I mean, you can't say Letitia is lying when Melody said the two, pretty much. So I just feel like this was, yeah, it is what it is. Do y'all think, I know we can all agree. We probably do think that Marcel about their cheating, yes. Do we think that Letitia is naive? Yes, we can say yes. But we can also say that Letitia is sticking beside her husband because she ain't got no hardcore proof. Now, this naked woman in this phone later on, I don't know the deal. We'll get to that. However they got this going, we'll see how that work out. But in Letitia's eyes, she ain't got no proof. And she even said, why would I break up my family over a rumor? Why would she? Any woman would be a fool. Man, any woman would be a fool to break up their family over rumors. Period. And even if she did have hardcore proof that Marceau cheated on her, it's her decision whether or not she want to stay. So I don't even understand the pressure. Melody stayed with Martell after he cheated on her over and over again, and everybody's excuse was, well, that's her husband. She want to work it out with her husband. Well, can we give Letitia the same grace? Can we? Can we give Letitia the same grace? If that's her husband and she want to work it out with her husband, can we give her that? Y'all just mad because Letitia want to stick beside her husband and she ain't believing what y'all say. That's pretty much it. She can be stupid, naive, dumb, whatever she is, but at the end of the day, she's still with her husband, she still got her family, and they still building this house, and they still building businesses, and they still have a multi-million-dollar company. Regardless of what we say, she's dumb, she's stupid, Marceau cheating, whatever, obsolete out of that, she's still doing her thing with her husband. And it ain't for me to judge. Let her work that out. It's marriage. You got ups, you got downs. It is what it is. And I really don't even care. Anyway, so now they bring up all this cheating stuff at Credit One. What is going on at Credit One? Apparently they having sex parties. And Kimmy comes in and Kimmy says, well, I've been up there at Credit One. I had my office above it. And she said, from her understanding, the boys like to go over there and hang out. That's the reason why they got black. Carlos says the whole thing's about, well, Kimmy. And then Martell says, oh, she being naive too? But she said, Kimmy, I'm a gay man, and I know the people just ain't going over there just to be listening to Beyonce's Renaissance. Yeah, okay. But at the end of the day, Maurice said all of this stuff are false accusations, and he gonna start taking people to court because they lying on them. What else can we say after that? Now, you have to prove yourself in court. You have to prove that you are not having sex parties. And if you can or cannot prove, like if the people that's coming to them saying that they having sex parties, you have to prove it. And if you can't prove it, then you either going to be fined cash money. That's pretty much what it is civil, basically. So you're going to have to pay up some money or you're going to have to stop talking about it. So Maurice kind of shut it down like, okay, well, y'all sitting up here talking. He going to start doing lawsuits. All right. So what y'all gonna do after that? I don't know. And Kimmy, she's speaking up. She's taking up for her man. But she said at the time they weren't even together then. So I don't know. Do they have, and Martell over there laughing. So I'm like, Martell, you laughing. So were y'all really having sex parties? Was y'all not? But apparently they secrets go deep and they not gonna expose nothing. Martell said he ain't exposing nothing. So if ain't nobody gonna expose nothing, why are we bringing up rumors? I guess this is a rumor. Has it? Anyway. So yeah, they talking about still the 20 women's and all this stuff. It just goes on and on and on and on about this whole cheating stuff. And yeah, about them not exposing secrets and all that stuff. One more thing they had said about Letitia buying out, because Carlos brings up the fact that she got all these degrees and all that stuff. They bring up Letitia buying out Martell. Was it a good decision? She said it was the best decision that she done because they were in the black and now they're multi-million-dollars. And Martell was just like, well, I mean, every company does that. Some companies in the back, they're in the black. I mean, some companies are in the negative, then they go to the black, which is good. So, I mean, hey, I don't know. So, they talk about all that. I mean, really, it was just a lot of cheating. If ain't nobody really trying to say nothing, then it is what it is at this point. All right, so then they bring out Kiki. Kiki comes out. She's happy. She says she's not scared. They bring out Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda over there. She actually being pretty cool this first part of this reunion. So Kiki comes out. talking about how explosive it was, about, they did her little trailer, her flashbacks about everything she had going on, about about Marceau, and saying, you get to talking, I'm going to burn everything down, put it all on the table. And apparently Kiki has been a double agent. Kiki is talking to Melody and she's talking to Letitia. Letitia's whole thing is, Kiki, you're being a puppet. Melody brought you on this show just to talk about me. When they did the whole flashback, Melody brings up Letitia and Marceau, and Kiki bites and she talks about it. Pretty much. And even though Melody says she knew Kiki before them, they weren't friendly. They weren't friends. So now she's upset with Letitia. Melody's upset with Letitia. So she's bringing these people on here to gun for Letitia and Marceau. And Melody makes it seem like they just having a random conversation. But when you was breaking down your random conversation, Melody, y'all was talking about these people and their marriage, and y'all going through the same thing. So come on the show so we can talk about them together. So pretty much, Melody, you did. You brought the girl over here on the show to be messy, to talk about Letitia and Marceau and about their quote unquote cheating. Letitia gets upset. Letitia said, okay, but didn't you tell me, Kiki, that Melody said what type of car, when was Marceau's accident? Because she knows somebody that works down at the Department of Defense or Department of some records or something. And she can pull up the accident. She was able to pull up the accident that Marceau had. And Melody was like, no, I did. So when Letitia gets upset because Kiki talking about she don't remember nothing, Tisha gets up, walks around, and then she brings back these puppets. But while she was gone, Kiki did say that Melody asked about the car that they was in and how could they afford these cars and all that stuff. So it's like, Melody, you really been a busy bee. Now, y'all probably don't want to see it that way, but she's been a busy bee. Really. She's been really trying to figure out information to bring it to the show to talk about Letitia and Marceau. That's what I see. I mean, maybe you see something different. I don't know. But that's what I see. So that's what I hear. I mean, I don't hear nobody else saying that they bringing people on the show to get at Melody. I know Miss Wanda over there to do, Melody said you got Miss Wanda to do your dirty work, which I can't see that because Tisha let her mama run all off at the mouth and say whatever she want to say unless she don't say nothing. But yeah, but Melody bringing people and all these different people to come on the show. So anyway, so Letitia gets up. She brings in these two puppets, right? One puppet is Melody. The other puppet is Kiki. Child, why this Mrs. Melody season 1? So she's just like, Kiki, do you not like Letitia? Are you a puppet? She going back and forth. Everybody is laughing. Melody is laughing out of, to me, it's embarrassment. And to me, it's like Letitia. It could be two things. It could be Letitia over there looking stupid, thinking that that's funny. That ain't even funny. Or it can be a little bit of embarrassment. I'm just going to kind of laugh it off so I won't look crazy. But everybody else is kind of laughing. Like, this is kind of funny. And I thought it was funny. I did, Kiki. I ain't gonna even lie. No pun intended, Kiki. But I laughed. I was like, okay, a little clever. And you know what I just noticed looking at this picture? That's them at the pajama party. What that pajama? They got pajamas on and earrings. But anyway, I thought it was clever. I thought it was funny. She said they was a puppet. Kiki did. Kiki, yeah, you are. You were a puppet. You are. It is what it is. And Melody is the puppet master. And you want to be on TV and you own it. You know what I'm saying? And Letitia said the Kiki and Letitia have been friends, cousins since 13 years old. They were sisters. They always been like sisters. Yeah, they argue, they fuss, they fight, but they come back together. But now they just can't really come back together. I mean, it is what it is. And Kiki said she ain't changed, but teacher said, yeah, you kind of changed. So, is that it? Yeah. They over there, they talking, Kiki spilling the beans, and then they get off into Letitia. No, Kiki, have you ever heard anything from Letitia that Marcel was cheating? She said no. And then she says, Carlos asked, have Letitia ever vented to you about problems in their relationship or something like that? And Kiki says yes. And Letitia was just like, well, I didn't talk to you about that. You ain't even, we close, but I ain't talked to you or nothing about that. So at first, I was like, okay. But then when Letitia said that mess, that's why I said, like, Letitia, you need to shut up sometime because you always digging yourself in a hole when you get to talking too much. And then when she said that crap about, yes, she found a picture in Marcel's phone, and I guess that's what a naked picture of Marcel's phone, and that's what she probably vented to Kiki about. And then everybody like, ooh, I knew your man was cheating. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how you gonna explain this away, Letitia? Because there is no way I'm married to my man and he gonna have a naked photo of any woman in his phone. How did it get there? And how did that woman get his phone number? Your man your man had to get a woman the phone number, and she the one snapped the picture and sent it to your man. So yeah, that's cheating. He was. Period. Now, this is just episode. Now, I don't know what they're going to talk about. But from this point, me looking at this, Letitia, you put your foot in your mouth. Sometimes you need to just shut up. Sometimes you do. You know what I'm saying? Because at first you was all right. You was kind of hanging in there with the puppets, with you bringing up all this stuff about I got receipts with the woman, $5,000. People was agreeing with you, right? Kiki was agreeing with you about the whole, I can look up what the car and all that stuff, a melody. People you had people on your side, but when you brought that mess up about your husband and them pictures, yep, you just slapped yourself in the face with your own foot. So, yeah. So it was a to be continued, which it is, and we're gonna see what's going on next. But yeah, this is Sheila. Be like, comment and subscribe. I know I forgot a lot of stuff. Church to my head and my heart. It is early in the morning, about 3:00. And remember, Jesus loves you. Y'all have a great, happy, and safe new year. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I know y'all not going to agree with me. I know y'all not, but it's okay. Keep it respectful in the comments, please, because I'm respectful and I appreciate everybody's opinion. I really do. You know what I'm saying? We all different. We're not going to agree on everything, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? We see things differently. We hear things differently. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. But don't do me. Don't do me bad though. Cause that ain't cool. I wouldn't do y'all like that. It's love over here. Just straight love. All right. This Sheila Billy. Y'all like, comment, and subscribing. Y'all have a great day. Bye.